Hello, my name is JC. I'll be giving you match analysis for Eswatini versus Mauritius. We'll do what we've been doing for the past few days, which is we'll just let the highlights play, and then I'll be mainly focusing on the goals. But if there are certain plays that interest me, I will also talk about them. So this is the first goal that is scored. This is a 2-on-1 situation. The ball is bouncing. At this point, the defender does a good job here. They drag him to the side, but that has to be, yeah, they do everything well. Maybe they should have been a bit earlier, because I do feel as this ball is bouncing, this defender here can make that to, just to completely block him off, make it a 2-on-1. But I feel as if he doesn't really commit. He slows down because he expects his defender to take care of the situation. But unfortunately, he ends up putting it in the back of the net. Yeah, so maybe if he should have done that earlier rather than that, because you always make the assumption that my teammate might make the mistake, so let me just go and cover, because he could have made that run, but yeah. And I don't even know how that goes in, because I don't really want to blame the goalkeeper, because I haven't seen like a different angle. Yeah, that looked out of the goalkeeper's reach. That's one heck of a shot. That is one heck of a shot. Like I really can't tell like if it's the goalkeeper or it's just, but you know what? That's a really good shot. We'll keep it like that. That's a very good shot. Okay, let's move forward a bit. They get the ball. Speculative, but doesn't lead to a goal. Alright, so this is another goal. Oof! I don't know. It's like they're scoring like these dangerous types of goals. Alright, so this is a cross into the box. They have, the four men here, even though it's a bit disjointed. So what happens is that from what I'm seeing, this is a back four. These two step up, and as they're stepping up, unfortunately, they did not communicate, because when you have a back four, if all of you want to play the offside trap, all of you must commit. If you're in a back four, back three, whatever, if one of you moves up, the whole team has to follow, because you end up having this situation. Since they have moved up, they have now left this space. And fortunately enough, the player here in blue has also identified that space, because as you can see, he's making, oh no, it's failing to do the thing. Yeah, all right, it's back one. So he has identified this space, because if these guys stood back here in these two spots here, he would have been, yeah, if it was like this, he would have, oh sorry, that's terrible. Let me use this straight line. I love this tool. If they had been back here, this space would have been covered. If these other two had risen up, he would have been offside. So because there was a bit of miscommunication, it leads to the striker here identifying the space. And also, I do think the defender is a bit hesitant, because you can't get played like that, because he had the opportunity to clear the ball out. Look at that. He doesn't even shoot the ball properly. I think he misjudges it, but at this point, just head it to your keeper. Maybe try and take it out. Okay, they're showing the celebration for the first goal. Yeah, because okay, I think this. He does not shoot. He does not shoot it properly. This is why some players, when they're doing that, they arc. As in, what they would do, you have seen the way his legs are, and then they'll spread their arms out, and then what they'll do is that they will shoot off the player with their arm so that they don't get close. What he does here is that he just moves across the ball. He doesn't really shield it. He just assumes the player gives up but doesn't shield it properly, which leads to the player taking advantage of that. And that's a good goal, because that's persistence. Persistence is what got him that goal. Alright, let's move a bit forward so that we can see the other goals that were scored in this match. That's a nice defense. Oof. Alright, so this is a goal. Alright, we found the goal. Alright, so as I've seen, highline is dangerous, because you end up losing your markers, because you're all running towards your own goal, and it's most likely any touch ends up in your own goal. Cross, like I've said, look at the three men here. Yaba, Alright, so let me just do this. Let me play it back a bit. Yeah. So as you can see here, there are 3 men. Should be at the back post. 1, 2, 3. They are unmarked. And that's what happens when you usually play this type of high line. These are the... And he takes a good shot. I do feel the defender was in a good position to block, but I don't know what happened. Ah, no, 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 no. He just took it quick. He took it quick. Did not give the defender any chance to react. Let's move forward once more. Yeah. I understand what he's trying to do, but at this point, you do have the liberty to try and cut in. Yeah, you have the liberty to try and cut in on this side. So maybe you take a shot, or if you want, do a bit of a step over and take it to the touchline, because there is a man running to the box. Because this here, at least hit it very hard, like hit it very, very hard, so that at least you get a deflection. Because I feel it would have been better just retaining possession. Okay, yeah. That's a good centre back. He clears it, but it leads to a corner. Do they score from this? Unfortunately, yes, they do. All right, so the problem starts from here. Let me just move it back a bit more. Okay. All right, so yeah, he does the good thing, which is, do a bit of a sidestep, and he tries to get past the defender, but he doesn't. At this point, the defender has possession of the ball, and I'm one of those that usually advocate for you to clear it. But I do not like causing corners. I would rather a throw-in, unless you have Rory Delap on your team. Because in this instance here, this is why. Okay, I am not a fan of playing the ball out the back, but there are certain aspects of it that I do like. For example, if I play it to him, I would expect him to be the one to kick it out. Because if you kick it out, you have much more time to recover. Because corner, I do feel the corner here was not necessary, because this goal does stem from the corner. I'm not saying the player that caused the corner is the problem, but I just feel as if, I understand why he does that, but I would rather he passes it to his teammate so that his teammate can kick it out rather than get the corner. You only consider the corner like if you know there's no other option. Yeah, so let's get into this. So I don't know how this corner was played, because I really don't know, because I don't know, because as you can see, in fact, if you look at the minutes, 48, 40, 48, 42, right? Then this corner, 49, 37. So yes, it's the same one. So my question is, there is one man here. So does he play the corner himself, or I don't really know how he's alone. I don't really know how he's alone, because that's the main thing that's worrying me. Was it like something whereby the ball was played into the box and then it was played back? I'm not sure. But he is alone, and that's one thing you don't want, to give a person time to put in a cross. And if you look at this, they're actually defending quite well. He is on his man, he's on his man, he's on his man. He is near the post, so that's good enough. He is here. Maybe I would prefer him to be a bit like, but he is able to engage to the person that's here near the D, just in case he wants to take a shot. So let's see how they concede this goal. Cross. Yeah, so, okay, so now let's just try and analyze more here. On which side of his man he was. Alright, so here he is, right? He is next. No, he's not defending him, because he can't see him. If you can't look at your attacker, you're not defending him. Because he would have at least been shoulder to shoulder, which unfortunately he isn't, so he can't see him. And what happens is that he focuses on the ball moving away, and then he leaves his man unmarked in the box. So if you're defending, you'd rather be goal side rather than, the side that's near the halfway line. Yeah, something like that. You'd rather be goal side rather than near the 18-yard box, because you're closer to your goal, and then in the instance the person shoots, you're much more able to put in a block. So he gets distracted by the cross, and then he leaves his man unmarked, and I think he knows is the cause of that goal, and he's alone in the box. Yeah, and it does come from a deflection, but yeah, he could have done. If he just stayed with his man, that goal does not get conceded. All right, let's see this. This looks like it was a lovely cross. Woof! Yeah, right now I'm looking for the last two goals. This is a cross. Okay, that's good goalkeeping. Well, I've seen some goal. Maybe it's somewhere here because the scoreline just changes from 2 to, yeah. I don't think the third goal is here. Oof. Yeah, so Swaziland's third goal is not in these highlights. Yeah. Oh, sorry, it's Eswatini. I think this is Eswatini. Yeah, yeah. I think it's the same name, but yeah, it's not there. So let's just analyze this last goal here. All right, so he's at the edge of the box. Both of you run. That's a problem. What happens is you have to have. This is why in most cases you'd rather than having two men in the same line running towards someone, you would rather have a zigzag. One here, one here. If this first person gets beaten, you have another person that's starting from a completely different area to engage. Because if two people are here and you move in between them, you take out two people at the same time. And that's what you don't want. So these two, they rush at the ball at the same time, both of them. And then they get taken out of the game. And then now, look at how much space he has. So this guy, last on the line, he's trying to do his best. And the funny thing is that these two guys are also a part of the problem because they are playing everyone on side. He could pass it to him and then he could lay it off and he could shoot. But it's the thing, like they are playing both of them on side. And at least if you are near someone, but you are way too far away, I would rather have these guys rush as possible quickly here, so as to at least try and play the offside trap because they're too deep and they're not really marking anyone. All right, so he takes a touch. This is good. This is good ball. Yeah, this is good ball skill. Yeah, that's a pen. Does he impede him? Yes, he does. And fortunately enough, this was a free kick. But now in this instance here, this is very close to the box, right? What is the keeper's wall is kind of funny here because this is very close to the box. Because how many players? Let's try and count how many players are in the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The whole team is in. Wow. I would rather have maybe 7, one underneath, because of how close it is to the goal. It's very likely he could shoot underneath it. And then now, standing on the middle here, because you know what, I can accept if a goalkeeper concedes a penalty, sorry, not a penalty, but a free kick from this position. If the ball beats the wall, I can accept that. It happens. That's why I usually get the tallest people in the wall. And I do feel as if this wall is way, it's way too pushed back because you would assume as if it's an indirect free kick. I think maybe the wall could have been maybe somewhere here. Yeah, I feel as if the wall should have been somewhere here because I feel this is too far away. Like the distance is too much. And then you stand on the middle and you leave this gap here because you're basically giving him, because he can just shoot it in between these two players. He could basically shoot it there. And this is why in other instances, in fact, I'd rather one person from the wall stands here and then the keeper stands in the middle. I would rather have that rather than you, because what you've done, you're just telling him, bro, this is the angle. You're giving him the angle to shoot at. Because at this point, I don't think he'd go over the bar. But you give him this huge goal, and then let's play to see how this free kick plays out. He scores it on the side you're supposed to be at. So what was the point of putting everyone here and you stand here? I would rather him stand exactly here, and then to make matters worse, the wall doesn't even jump. Because immediately he shapes up to shoot, the wall is supposed to jump, which unfortunately he does not do. And yeah, those were the highlights for this game. You know what, I love games like this. Yes, there were a lot of defensive errors, mistakes, but sometimes it's fun. We just want to see the ball put in the back of the net as many times as possible. Otherwise, another interesting match from the African region. I'm loving some of these African games. I'm really enjoying them. Yeah, otherwise, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.